you doing? And welcome to this trade recap playlist. So I put this playlist together because I'm a firm believer in it doesn't really matter what strategy you use to enter and trade the market. I found what truly matters is when you start trading the live market and all the fun psychological games that come with it. Things such as like revenge trading, FOMO, greed, bit of patience. I've been fortunate enough to be trading now for about 5 years, full time for coming up 3 years. I found that throughout these 5 years, I've learned so much from trading the live market. And my favourite thing about trading is that I continue to learn. I've only scraped the surface, I know it. Every time I step onto the charts, I learn something new, whether it be about the charts, whether it be like a mirror into my own psyche. And I saw it as a bit of a blessing that midway through last year, I went back to week one, day one. I had no capital in my personal trading account, and I also lost my funding. And I saw it, as a blessing that now I can record every trade that I take, every lesson that I learn, not just for my own benefit, but hopefully to help you guys too. So maybe we don't have to make the same mistakes twice. You can just learn from my mistakes and become more consistent, profitable traders, because that's the plan, right? And also the good times as well. You know, there's a lot of real nice parts of trading. For now, I've timestamped these videos down the bottom with the intro, this waffle, so you don't have to listen to this every time, thank God. The actual video breakdown of the trade itself, the entry criteria diagram as well, and also the proof of these trades. I want to be completely transparent with you guys and share every single trade that I take, and I'll be taking screenshots of my broker, of my personal broker, of my FTMO account and my trade copiers, so you can see that every trade that I show you is every single trade that I take. I really hope this channel helps you, and I enjoy making the videos. They actually really help me as well. And if you do like them, please give it a like, give it a subscribe, all that good stuff. And I really look forward to seeing you guys on the charts. Take it easy. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to the charts. So as per, breaking this one down, just going to mark the low of the 15-minute time frame here, because this is 2 days later, actually running a bit behind on the trade recaps. But yeah, let's jump up to the daily. So I think that maybe that hadn't happened yet. 7th, that hadn't happened yet. Took this trade on the 6th. Nope, took this trade on the 7th. That had happened yet. This is the candle we're looking at. Alright, so on the daily, we kind of covered this in a previous win trade recap, where we're still in this point of interest here. I had a big sell to buy that had broken this level of supply, which is actually still pretty strong because it had caused a flip here, which we kind of discovered on the last recap. And yeah, we're going up. We are actually bearish swing structure wise, but we're in the extremity of this supply to demand range flip as well. I was interested to see what was going to happen down in this area. 4 hour. Has that happened yet? Not, yeah, we're kind of in this wick, because this, we do take a loss here, unfortunately. Yeah, -1. Well, that's plus 10. Well, no, we didn't. We took a win. But it does still go. So the high time frame narrative here, I'm still happy with. So range wise and swing structure wise, we are bullish. We still like this area down here and this point of interest, this demand point of interest that caused this flip and the swing structure break. We're sweeping liquidity, then this isn't like, I'm not playing this as a sweep, I'm playing this as we're already in the extremity now at this point of interest. There is a little something down here, like right on this extremity on the lower time frame, which I was aware of, and obviously price can always just keep melting short as well. But I said if we get a clean entry from this extremity of this strong point of interest, pro trend, very happy to send it. So now on the 15-minute. So this was all the setup from the last winning trade we took. That was the win. And it's kind of playing on from there. So this was a strong level of supply that broke this level of demand. Even had a bit of inducement, which has been broken. And before the break, dropped flip inducement, which we like. And yeah, we're down here with this badger. Can't remember how I actually had this marked out, but I was marking out pretty much this whole area down here. And when we got a 1 minute chock and flip, I was happy to send it. This is a slightly, that's a level supplied there. I kind of got tested, failed, and I believe we actually go from this extremity like underneath this inducement. But I was happy that this is a bit of inducement, or this is inducement, and this is the lows of price action breaking long. So yeah, just happy that any areas down here started to get a chock and a flip and all that good stuff. Whereas getting the Asian sweep as well was looking nice. Round 7:30. So all this, look, supply's just holding. Go. Oh, it's here. That looks familiar, and it's here already. And we got got short. Let's just go from this one. No, we'll do it properly. Sometimes when it's like really kind of close like that, I just do the obvious one. I had that, the level of supply that broke, got tested, actually broke off again. Little lesson, should get tested and not break. There's the flip, and what we're playing from as well was pretty relevant. The 1 minute, I believe I even went down to the 5 second, but I won't do that now. Yeah, look, this is all from the other day's win as well. Look at that, same setup, pretty much the same entry price, really. But this was the nice flip, what we talked about before. So all the inducement before the break. But yeah, I believe we actually come down from these areas here in the end. We'll have a look at that in a second. But chop, flip, pretty aggressive, because you can say that the flips, yeah, little note, the inducement's actually after the flip. I want the inducement before the flip. Reason being, right, is other supply demand algorithms, traders, whatever out there, when they have had a fight with supply and demand and then broken through, the theory is that the orders are placed below whatever caused the break, right? But if the break had already happened, then where are they going to put their orders? Below whatever has caused the break. I mean, that's really close. Kind of is still. It's aggressive, but it makes sense. You know, you could say that might have even been a daily change. I don't think it was though. I do remember thinking that this is aggressive. I mean, that's nice though. That's very nice on the 5 second. See this flip here? Yeah, part of the edge. I'll take this trade all day long. No worries. Can't actually remember where we had it. Right there. Bosh. I just had it covered under the inducement. 3.5 pip stop loss I had, but obviously there's a slightly different feel. Got tapped, and we actually moved off as well in the end. So on the, if you've watched the recaps of the challenge recaps, so obviously this is copied over to my challenge account as well, the one that is no longer with us, RIP. And I scale in as well. I scale in when we see that push. Ooh, not that one. Go away. Remember the higher time frame part here I like. So that is a flip. Flipping these levels. So that little sneaky badger there. I mean, this is breaking all these levels of supply. And I was happy to scale in just on my challenge account though, not on my FTMO. I can't even remember. I've deleted the screenshots and everything of the broker, and I haven't got it anymore. But on the challenge recap one, you can see the next trade as well. It was basically just taken straight out. I think it was like down here somewhere. I had it like underneath, like this. Aggressive. But again, not on the live account, so fuck that. Yeah, so we had a nice move off, not too far away from 1 to 4. Price entry at 742. 742. Stop loss 708. 708. Take profit 878. 878. Or 1 to 4. And she went through us. I was like, nips. You'll bash. So, yeah, that was that one. We do end up, yeah, as I said, so this is the whole high time frame narrative and 15-minute point of interest, and I was fucking tempted to jump in here, but it wasn't the edge because we had no 1 minute inducement at all. Whoops, close delete, delete that, delete all these. I don't know what I'm deleting, but it's not. Whoops. Excuse me. Right, so we're in this extremity here, and we got a chock. And what this mitigates as well is pretty nice. We'll look back and show you. We got the chock, and there's actually a nice 5 second flip in here as well. Hindsight is lovely, because when I look at this area here as well, it's just, this is all from the win the other day, the same setup, you know. And we knew it was successful, and we're going underneath all this liquidity inducement, tapping into the extremity of a strong high time frame point of interest on the 4 hour. What Wally? Maybe if there's ever a time to be aggressive, this is it. But then again, no, sorry, shut up, mine. It didn't have 1 minute inducement. It's there for a reason. If this blew through me, I would have been pissed off. And the fact that it actually went without me, I can live with that because yeah, it's not part of the edge. But it makes sense, you know. Here's the flip inducement. We're now sweeping all these down here. On the 5 second, yeah. Again, you know, time frames are just more information. But the lower the time frame, the less weight it has really. There's a flip, inducement. Yeah, I remember this 702 because that's very similar price to where we took this win from. 3.5, covering the low of the point of interest. Yeah, and I was close. I had this set like this, and I remember like 702. Funny enough, covering. Whoop, go away. At a badger like that, that would have been nice, but no 1 minute flip. Yeah, it could have, which I would have entered, is if it went one more chock, then did a flip inducement, and then break. I would have entered there and then gone. Happy with that, but this isn't the entry model. It is on the 5 seconds, but yeah, hindsight's lovely. She goes. See you later. Never mind. So that's not a trade, by the way, guys. That's just something to note. You know, I'm happy with the high time frame narrative. Missed this one because no flip, but the only trade we took there was the loss there. Cool. Happy days. Hope you're enjoying these recaps. Hope they're helping, and I'll see you on the charts next time. Take it easy. Cheers. Bye. So having a little look at the proof here. Tagged in 49 minutes past 7. 49 minutes past 7. At price 742, 742. Stop loss 708, 708. Take profit was set at 124 at 878, but we never made there. Got taken out, and that has now put us running. Oops. Yeah, 5.5% up, which is up on our live account. 5.5% up. And yeah, the challenge recaps will have this covered now. That would have been another -1, but at this point my account had been breached, and we're no longer going to get another free challenge. We've gone from 9.7% up to almost passing to now actually breaching, and if you want the luxury of taking another challenge, we got to pay for it. Got to make some money first. But yeah, so no more trade copy for now. We're just trading one live account, and look forward to seeing those recaps to come on the next recap. Happy trading, guys. Cheers. See you later. Bye. Okay, so let's have a look at our entry criteria in picture perfect format. So we're going to start off with demand. So we're looking for buys, and on the higher time frame, pro trend. Okay, so when you see me ticking the boxes, are we pro trend? This is kind of what I have in my mind, what we're seeing. Alright, we want to be seeing higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Then when we come back within the previous range, it's important that we're back into the range. I don't want to be taking longs after the breakout. I want to see price pull back. Usually be a refined point of interest somewhere here. I'm happy to be pretty aggressive and just go straight for the 15-minute entry model combined with our 1-minute entry execution, obviously. But yeah, there's no real clean flips or anything we need to see. I just want to see demand range order flow, demand swing structure, order flow, lows holding, highs getting broken, and this is simply trend is your friend. You know, if we start seeing that demand is still serving from these refined points of interest, then we're going to go with the flow, man. I also have, are we serving from a point of interest that created a flip and has inducement? All that good stuff, pro trend as well, because yeah, that's still great. You know, if this has been flipping levels and we've got inducement, we've got a point of interest, and we're pro trend, it's even stronger. So that's nice. But I'm happy to just simply go with range and swing structure order flow. Okay. So moving over to still on the higher time frame, but now counter trend, and you can see there's a little bit more going on now because we want a bit more confidence because we're kind of going against the grain here. So we want to see a bit more confidence. So are we serving from a point of interest that created a flip and has inducement? Okay. So you would see something like, again, we're still looking for buys, we're looking for demand, but you would see like supply creating lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, failing to create a lower low. Okay, coming up, testing this level of supply, which is a strong level because it broke structure. Okay, so it's got to test a strong level of supply. Still fails to create a new low, and then demand breaks supply serve, breaks out. Okay, and what you'll see here is, say this breakout stops, because when the market sees that there's more demand than supply in the market, there'll be a lot of orders and stops underneath the previous low, and that's our liquidity, that's our fuel for our counter trend move. Okay, so you want to be coming down, and like this could be X amount of time, this could be a couple of years, doesn't even matter. Now if we're seeing a strong high time frame setup like this, okay, and we've had all this price action happen, and then we've had supply is actually currently serving, but if we're in a strong point of interest that is like swept liquidity, got inducement and created a strong flip, then we can go down to our 15-minute entry model combined with a 1-minute entry model. Right, but really important, got inducement and it's created a flip. Okie doke. So that's our counter trend higher time frame. Okay, so now onto the 15-minute time frame. Now on the 15-minute, there's no more pro or counter trend setups, it's just the same setup either way we're going. Alright, so this is either the supply pulling back into our pro trend range, most recent range, yeah, or this is supply coming into our strong counter trend point of interest. Okay, and it's pretty much the same details as the counter trend. We see supply causing a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, lower high, but failing to create a lower low. You could see a bit of range price action going on here, creating liquidity, like a bit of indecision in the market or fair price, whatever you want to call it. And then supply, which is a strong level of supply because it broke structure, yeah, it's come up. And now if it's going to continue the trend short on the 15-minute, it would have swept liquidity and create a new lower low, breaking this low here, right? So it sweeps liquidity, it's got a fair chance by having the fuel to do so, and still fails to create a new low. And demand holds. Now what's happened is demand has actually swept liquidity, mitigated some demand order flow, mitigated our pro trend range, mitigated our counter trend strong point of interest. Come back up, tested supply, supply is still failing, and actually breaks supply, okay, and has a flip. So do we have a flip? Sorry, do we have flip inducement? I've got these the wrong way around really. Yep, so same details I just explained. We'll see these breakout, market breaking out, and there'll be a lot of orders and stops placed underneath the previous low. That's the fuel you want. So do we have flip inducement? Yes. Are we selling from a point of interest that created a 15-minute flip or above? Yes. So this is demand that basically broke supply serve, range flip, all the good stuff. And very important on 15-minute as well is, are we serving from an area that has swept liquidity? Okay, because if you haven't swept liquidity, you become the liquidity. Alright. So yeah, that's our 15-minute entry model, yeah, both pro and counter trend. Then once we see all this setting up, and we've had the inducement, we're kind of pulling back now into the extremity, this is where we're looking for our 1-minute entry model. This is game time. So yeah, this will be our 15-minute point of interest. I should have done this on all the time frames really. That's this badger. Now here. And what we want to see is, again, like price actions fractal, yeah? We want to buy, so we want to see that demand is serving. We want to see that there's more demand than supply in the market. Now we're seeing that on the high time frame, whether it's pro trend or from a strong point of interest that's flipped. We're now seeing that on the 15-minute time frame, that demand is a broken supply serve. And now we just want to see it on the 1-minute time frame. And if we see that, then probability is on our side that buys are a go. Little additional cherry, yeah, the Asian sweep. We'll like to see this as well. So this would be like the Asian market, and we'll come down around London, after 7 a.m. London Open. If we start seeing this kind of price action, it's even extra juicier, but it's not a must. It's just an additional cherry. So you'll see, yeah, on my entry criteria, the 1-minute entry model, do we have a minimum of 1-minute chock? Okay. Chock is basically a change of character, a change of trend. And the reason I had this 1 minute is because I have been aggressive in the past. This is more for me, that you see me go down the seconds, and when I have like a real high probability or strong, high time frame, 15-minute point of interest, sometimes I can get carried away on the seconds, and you'll see a big push in on the 1 minute. You'll see like 30 seconds set up and the flip and change of character and stuff, and then we'll get an entry, and all it does is it comes up to the previous high of the 1 minute and just continues the 1 minute trend short, does an extra sweep, and then goes. So I like a 1 minute chock. I want to see this minimum on the 1 minute change of character. But anyway, yeah, another little additional cherry would be that our liquidity is within our point of interest. You'll see supply coming down, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, test this level of supply, fail to break the low, and then demand break. Okay, and again, on this little breakout in the 1 minute, there'll be stops and orders below here. This is the inducement and the fuel. Now, sometimes price does go from here, or you can call these the decisionals. But again, I just learned to personally, I just go from the extremities every time, to keep the probabilities in my favour. So yeah, do we have a minimum of 1 minute chock? Yes. Has there been a flip? Yeah, so suppliers had a chance to continue the trend here, but it's failed and then got broken. Have we swept liquidity? Yep. This is the bit where we would have swept this liquidity, ideally within our 15-minute point of interest. And do we have inducement? Do we have fuel for the move to come? Yeah, just flip inducement is ideal. We want it before the flip. Okay, and then that's when price will be coming back into this area here, and we'll be hitting market execute. It should be flying to the moon, and then yeah, our trade management will be going from there. Cool. Okay, so obviously it's going to be the same for supply. I am going to make a quick little video for supply as well, just to get eyes on from the other way. But that is what we're looking for in the trade to come.